Welcome back to Numbers Live Sports Network. It's your host, Tweed, back with my usual panel of experts here. The next team we're doing on our 30 for 30, getting you ramped up for the 22-23 season, we're doing the LA Clippers, the other team in LA. Not for long, though. But yeah, the other team in LA, the other team in Crypto Arena, the Clippers.
Little bro Neil.
Yeah, the other team down the hallway. So we're doing the Clippers. Last year, they ended up ninth in the West. They lost to Minnesota in the play-in,
In
right?
the championship game.
The ship game. Pat
Yeah.
Bev, yeah, that was embarrassing to say the least. But Kawhi was injured, Paul George, and
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. They
Paul
lost.
George, Paul George did had COVID.
he did.
He did.
Yeah, he didn't play that game, right?
Yeah, he contracted COVID that last game.
And
Allegedly. He was nervous.
Pat Bev went crazy. But yeah, so they finished the season. It was unfortunate. It was one of them seasons. But coming into this season, they are not only fully healthy, but they have made some additions. One of the biggest additions in this offseason, in my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinion, the John Wall is probably going to be their starting point guard this year. They got rid of Hardenstein, sent him to New York. They got rid of Rodney Hood, Xavier Moon, and Semi Ojale. Had him for a hot second from the Celtics. So, how we feeling about these championship Clippers? I mean, just the LA Clippers. How we feeling about them, fellas?
Me personally, I think this is their deepest team that I've seen on paper since Ty Lue's been there. So, I mean, I hate that you like them, Tweedle, because I think that they're a really good team,
You
and they're
just
like a
can't agree
top
with me,
three
huh?
team.
You just can't agree with me.
I just hate it. I hate agreeing with
Okay.
you. I really do. But this is probably the most talented team, top to bottom.
Ain't no problem. It is, brother.
I think this is the deepest team as well in the NBA. I mean,
Agreed.
they got wings on top of wings on top of wings on top of wings. They should be solid on defense.
You got an 8 wings
But
mouse sauce.
yeah, but I mean, we can talk about the elephant in the room, health. Like you can't just turn that off during the season. And given the track records, if like you say, if healthy, I do think they're a force to be reckoned with in the West. And I mean, I like this team they put together. I don't know what Portland was doing to trade the players they traded for who they got in return,
They traded
but
Russell and Norman Powell.
Norman Powell,
Oh
yeah,
my
Norman
God.
Powell. He's
Thank you.
he's one of those underrated Gary Trent type players to me too. Like
Talk
they should.
about Portland.
You're right. My bad. No, Portland's so trash. But yeah, man, I like what they're doing, but health will be the deciding factor on this team, I believe.
Indeed. Obviously we've been getting a lot of off-season videos like we do every off-season. You got Kawhi, everybody showing him working out, looking bigger and saying he good, and he's played preseason games, and he says he's gonna play, and probably won't be playing back-to-backs, but what veteran does. So quick question. So this has been going around. Do y'all sincerely think that John Wall will start, or would that be Reggie Jackson to start the season?
I think Wall gonna start. I think this again, just like everybody else said, I think this is the deepest team in the NBA. Aside from having the wings, they got players like Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard led the league in 3-point percentage last year, and I want to say 2 out of the last 3. And then I actually think the addition of Moses Brown,
I was going to
and
get into
then
that.
drafting Diabate, will be a nice switch up from banging in the paint with Zubac to switching to bigs that can actually fill the lane, run up and down the floor. I do think you start John Wall. Reggie Jackson is a really good point guard, and he has everything to be the leader of that second unit. Scoring, passing, he'll be able to find your Norman Powell's, your Terrence Mann's, in the open court, for jump shots, just everything, man. I really think, barring health, this team is, barring health issues, this team is primed for at least the Western Conference Finals.
Juwan, how much Moses Brown gonna play? He didn't play a lot.
That's
Nowhere.
That's
I don't
Phil
think he's
Boyd.
gonna. I don't think he's gonna play a lot, only because you're gonna start with Zubac, and then you're gonna probably come back in with you got Batum, you got a bunch of 4 or 5 type players.
Covington's gonna play the 5 when Zubac don't play the 5.
Yeah, that's what's like. I don't see Moses Brown playing a lot. I think he is a good insurance piece, or if they decide to I don't know, go with a youth movement at some time, but I don't see him getting a lot of burn out there in LA. He has produced when he's played, but there has to be something where he can't stick in a place longer than 6 months, even with how he produces out there. But yeah,
his game is limited.
Change where he doesn't, he's not needed in the NBA. I mean, because as you said, like when he plays, he produces.
Yeah,
like,
but he produced
limited,
on OK.
though.
Yeah, he played on OKC when they were tanking. I don't think he's a contender player.
Like at the moment, he's a poor man's Jared Allen.
Yeah, all he do is rebound and put the ball, like putbacks, and
Run.
So he's saying he's Rudy Gobert?
no, he don't play defense like Rudy Gobert.
Relax.
Yeah.
But so I actually, so it's weird. I don't like Zubac at all. So I actually hope they get some sort of like starting replacement for him. I hope Moses Brown miraculously gets better throughout the season. And
I don't think that's their concern, because Zubac won't finish.
Right. I don't even think they think
yeah.
about the 5, because they know when they play the Warriors, and that's what I wanted to bring up is like chemistry. I think when they play the Denver Nuggets, that's what I want to see them play. Like when they play the Denver Nuggets, I want to see how they gel over the season, especially teams like the Nuggets or the Warriors, because those are the type of teams that I feel like they had the most problems beating, and even the Mavericks. Teams that have chemistry over the years, they tend to, destroy the Clippers, to say the least. And that's what I want to see with them bringing in all these new parts. I love the Clippers and what they've done. I love John Wall. Y'all know I love me some John Wall, but I just don't think they're gonna gel in enough time to bring home a chip this year. And I think it also is gonna boil down to if John Wall is gonna play defense, because the point guard position is too talented in the West for him not to play defense. And if Kawhi Leonard and Paul George have to help defensively to cover up John Wall's mistakes, then they're gonna have issues.
Pathetic losers.
I mean, I kind of wish that the Clippers would have played the Suns on Christmas than the Nuggets. I mean, I'm sorry, the Nuggets played the Clippers on Christmas than the Suns. I feel like those are the two deepest teams in the West. Those two, Clippers and the Nuggets.
Hey, I saw a trade on Twitter. Basically said Zubac and Terrence Mann for Miles Turner.
Why would you take that if you Indiana?
Because they take it otherwise. Yeah, I've seen weirder trades. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, that don't sound anything.
No, I only say that because Zubac just signed a contract. So if you tanking, you don't want to absorb contracts.
True. Okay. So, yeah, like I said, they have 27 wings who can defend and shoot the 3, and I feel like, and a lot of other people feel like it's their year. But again,
it is.
So it is their year. So they have no excuses not to win.
No excuses. It's just health. Health is wealth, and that's what it's going to be. At Kawhi Leonard's knees is going to be the MVP of this team, possibly. So, yeah, that's what it is, man. They just got to go out and do it. Gotta go out and do it. That's a big difference between all this talking and actually doing. So, yeah. Any other final thoughts on these clips?
It'd just be a disappointment if they don't finish top 3 in the West and they don't make it to at least the conference finals.
Man, hell no. They better win a championship this year. I ain't trying to hear nothing else, dog. I ain't trying to hear none of that. I ain't trying to hear none of that finishing in the West, top 3, none of that.
You hear that, Chuck?
They better win the championship this year.
You hear that, Chuck?
Barring injuries, of course, barring injuries. But I don't want to see them get knocked out by no Denver Nuggets. No, I don't want to see Luka dropping 40-point triple doubles on them. I don't want to see none of that. With all them
giving
wings
John Wall the business.
With all them wings over there, I bet not see no type of stat line like that whatsoever come playoff time.
John Wall ain't about to be guarding the best point guard anyway. They're gonna cross Magic.
John
like
John
I said,
Wall,
they got wings. So
wings for days.
Hey, like they better they better come out the West.
Okay.
I give you that. They better come out the West.
Here's what I think will happen in the playoffs. Personally, I feel, that currently John Wall best suits this offense more in transition. I think come the playoffs, when you got to play more half court, they'll go more to Reggie Jackson. In my opinion, I think Reggie Jackson is better suited to run this offense in the half court than John Wall is.
Better shooter.
Hey, it don't matter. The Clippers got now. They don't care who got next.
You got to put the little crown, King of LA here.
And the piano.
All right.
All that.
So Reggie Jackson is a great guard. I just feel like actually while John Wall is great in transition, I think he actually be better than Reggie Jackson in the half court in the playoff. And
Reggie Jackson is the most consistent Clipper.
You haven't seen John Wall play in 2.5 years, bro.
No.
So okay.
No,
you've seen Reggie Jackson hold his
That's
own.
why you saying stuff like that,
on,
and I get it. But I mean, you got to speak from what you've seen first, man. And you know what I'm saying. We haven't seen John Wall play in 2 years.
I just saw him play the other night.
John Wall is and again, I'm speaking from the last time we seen him play in the season. He's used to being, the go-to guy. John Wall is also a volume shooter. He can't be a volume shooter with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard.
I don't think he wants to be. I don't think he knows.
Like, you're trying to know that. Don't put your feelings into John Wall. You don't know what John Wall is feeling.
Saying, man.
You don't know what he's feeling.
Take the fandom out of this, man.
Come on, man. John Wall don't want that. How do you know?
You gotta take the fandom.
You seen the videos? You seen the videos?
He literally
That's
said
not what he wants.
Said, I know my role on this team. I'm not the one. I'm not the. You know what I'm saying? He said that. Like he knows what he's here for. You know what I'm saying? Like
a lot of people say that.
To be fair though,
gotta see it.
Okay.
I think John Wall can't fit into a talented team. I mean, we've seen him in Kentucky play with like DeMarcus Cousins.
Man, he was 17 years old, dog. He was 17 years old.
You know what I'm saying? Like, is he older for you?
Man, he used to play for the Mac Urban Fire. He good. Like, no,
man, I don't know because when AAU when he was a shorty,
I remember in his church league, he used to play with both his bigger cousins. Like, man,
that's the point too.
And they didn't win it then either. So
they did.
That's the point too. He hasn't been on this talented of a team where others around him where he don't have to be the dog, he don't have to be the man, the alpha. You know what I'm saying?
And we're not saying it can't happen. What I'm saying is you just can't say it's not going to happen. Like you literally say, like it ain't gonna happen. You don't know that because you haven't seen this team play yet.
I'm just optimistic. That's all. So we'll see.
Because you're a fan.
Like it's John Wall. There are gonna be a few games where he shoots them out of possessions, or where he shoots them out the game. Like that's just what it is at times. He's not gonna have a perfect season. John Wall really believes in his jump shot. Look, I'm not here to argue with you. You know what I'm saying? Like we obviously can't, you know what I'm saying, discuss this without you putting your fandom into it. Like you're making it seem like you've watched this dude for the past couple of seasons. Again, I feel that Reggie Jackson is the better half-court point guard for this team because we've seen it.
Okay. All right. We shall see. We shall see. So The Clippers already, Minnow say is finals a bust, championship a bust. Really,
Gotta be. Gotta be.
Absolutely.
I agree. I just,
I
I don't
mean,
know. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. We'll see.
As I mentioned, like the Sixers being one of my favorite teams to watch this year, the Clippers, I'm definitely keeping an eye on them this year for sure because of their depth.
And it's funny. I was talking about they should get John Wall back in the bowl. I was like, man, if they could just get a John Wall, and here we are. So
He was hurt then too, wasn't he?
technically, yeah. And then he came back that season after that, and he kind of balled. He was doing solid in Houston. So we'll see what he do on the Clippers. So that's it for the LA.
tremendous losers. The tremendous losers. That's what they are.
Okay.
Tremendous losers.
Okay. That boy, hey, you intimidated, ain't you, man? We're gonna get to your team in a minute, though, dog.
No.
So good.
The Clip. Why would I be intimidated by the Clippers? What have the Clippers done since I've been on this earth for me to be intimidated by them?
Check that record. Check that record.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, what have they done? What have they accomplished?
All right. Check that record lately, though. In the past few years, check that record.
Right.
All right,
You sound like Skip.
We're gonna
You
get
sound
to
like
Hey,
Skip. there.
Hey, Chuck, when are they building their own stadium though?
That's gonna come probably in a few years. I don't know. Ball,
On the site of the Great Western Forum, the Lakers' old facility. They're taking a hand me down. So like, just take this
no,
one. We
he's
ain't using
taking
it
over
no more.
LA. That's what he's doing.
Ain't nobody.
Just wait
The
on it.
thing is, and this is a real statement here. The Clippers can win the next 4 championships, and they're still not taking over LA.
Big facts.
Like I don't care. Like I don't care what you say. No,
Uh,
and that's speaking from a Chicago White Sox fan. White Sox won way more recently than the Cubs back in 2015, and they were still more Cubs fan because no matter if 106 years of not winning nothing, and you still
Okay.
selling out, that just shows you how it goes. Lakers just have a way higher standard.
I get it. Hey, it's a long, it's a big mountain to climb. I get it, but the Clippers are here, and everyone knows it. So
You said that 3 years ago, dog.
you talk about why you bringing up old stuff?
I'm just saying, like I've heard it all before. No, he did not just do this.
All right.
All
Yeah,
right, man.
That's it for the Clippers. 30 for 30.
So that 200.
Team preview. Championship of bust clips. You know it. You know what it is. Kawhi.
That's big
Tag
facts.
Kawhi. Tag PG-13.
I'm
Tag
tagging.
John
Ty
Wall.
Lue.
I'm
Tag them all.
I'm tagging. Who is that? Kendrick Lamar. I'm tagging everybody.
Kendrick
Kendrick
and
Lamar,
Clippers fan?
Lakers fan.
Like, come on, dog. Like, he trying to
Clippers fan.
no.
He trying to add him on
Billy
there. No, we
Crystal.
not.
Billy Crystal's a
I'm tagging
Clippers
Billy
fan.
Crystal.
Bro.
I'm tagging
Don't
everybody.
you be adding random people to your list.
Tagging everybody in LA. J. Dot.
Menno Damas has just had a vision.
Stella's Wiley.
What's that, Minnow Dama? What you got?
The Clippers will lose to the
Memphis.
Denver Nuggets
Oh.
in the second round.
Mm.
Second round. Ooh.
Nah, we done with that.
Get the post. No, you gotta get that's refrigerated
Post it.
material right there. That's
Put
a
it
post-it
put it
right
on.
there.
I'm gonna post that.
That's
Put
gonna
it
be
on
that
the
second round, 1-4
board.
matchup.
Anybody else got any predictions I can put on the fridge? What's up? We
I got you. I'm gonna throw one out there.
the one
I
out there.
got after watching the game yesterday, I got Ben Simmons winning Defensive Player of the Year.
I sure want to switch mine after watching that game yesterday, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
And I got the Brooklyn Nets top 2 pick, like top 2 in the East.
You said the Nets top
I'm
2.
with that.
Nets top
With
2 in the
that.
East.
Okay,
I definitely had that +2 spread on them boys last night.
true.
I mean,
okay.
you can cut all this out afterwards, but I'm just saying, just watching them last night and just thinking about the situation. It's a Kyrie contract year. It's a KD time to prove it. Steve Nash tied his name getting drugged through the mud. Ben Simmons got to prove all the doubters wrong. Like, it's just so much that they have to prove that I think that
they're gonna make the Clippers in the finals. It's a lot of pressure on them, so I can't wait for that.
who winning if they do meet in the finals.
Clippers.
Okay.
Clippers win. But all right, though. Hey, it's a lot of excitement around the Clippers. I get it, fellas. It's a lot of excitement, man. But we gotta close it out. So all right, that's it for the Clippers, man. But let's go on to another team. Check us out next time on Numbers Live Sports Network. Appreciate you coming out. God bless you and good night.